In October 2022, the AASHTO Board of Directors unanimously elected Roger Millar to lead the association as president.
When Roger became AASHTO president, I knew it was a pinnacle of his achievements. He never is one for showing great emotion, but he was swelling with pride.
Millar holds a long and accomplished career as a land use and transportation engineer, planner, and program manager with an international reputation for innovative approaches to conservation and development. A proud graduate of the University of Virginia, Millar is a fellow of both the American Society of Civil Engineers and the American Institute of Certified Planners. He is also past president of the ASCE's Transportation and Development Institute, former chair of the ITS America Board, and is a member of the National Complete Streets Coalition Steering Committee. His diverse experience and leadership roles made him well-suited to serve as this year's AASHTO president.
Yeah, what makes Roger's work so transformative, just not only his work, but he as a person, as an individual as well, is the high level of credibility that he brings to the table. He's got a background, understands planning, and as a civil engineer, you can't help but be inspired by his approach to what needs to happen to make transportation and quality of life better for people.
With those decades of experience in land use planning and transportation engineering, Millar stepped into his leadership role at AASHTO, ready to champion resilience in America's transportation systems.
He excites people about ideas. He really takes the time to help them understand his vision. He leads by setting out vision and goals and then bringing people along.
He really values multimodal transportation, and he also values bringing in diverse voices and different perspectives who haven't always been a part of the transportation conversation. And I think when you look at how he brings together unlikely allies, or even possibly people who might have thought they were adversaries but can find common ground, I think that's a unique characteristic of Roger that makes him very effective.
Roger and I were in school together at the University of Virginia, and we were members of the same college fraternity named Phi Sigma Kappa. I believe he has a good big picture perspective. He demonstrated that with several important leadership roles in the fraternity, including being chapter president. I don't really know where that passion comes from, but I'm not surprised that he has something like that.
As AASHTO president, Millar aimed to represent 21st century DOTs by advocating for safe, sound, and smart infrastructure that met the changing needs of the public.
When I think about Roger's focus area on resilience, what I really think about is how it encompasses all that we do at the Washington State DOT. It's about moving people and giving them choices for how they're going to get where they want to go. It's about making sure that our system can withstand the impacts of climate change, and that we're building smarter for the future, and that we're really focusing on safety.
As part of advocating for a resilient transportation system, one of Roger Millar's most prominent focus areas has been improving safety. He championed the launch of AASHTO's first Safety Summit, which aimed to take a more holistic approach to integrating safety considerations throughout all phases of transportation projects.
Now, the rising number of roadway fatalities is a national health emergency. Safety should be our top investment priority, period. To achieve our safety goals, we need to embrace a safe systems approach. We need to rely on the idea that everyone has a role in this, saving lives and keeping communities safe.
Roger Millar has also championed racial equity, seeking to redress historic marginalization and promote inclusion.
When I think about Roger and specific initiatives that have impacted positively the transportation system and communities in Washington State, I really think of two things that I'm most proud of. One is the anti-racism executive order he wrote and signed that then led to a DEI action plan that our agency has been writing and undertaking to really take us to the next level to become an anti-racist organization. That is so meaningful, and I'm so proud of the work that he's leading in that space.
Although his term has come to an end, Millar's passion for elevating transportation remains undiminished. Regardless of what comes next for him, expect Roger Millar to continue his tireless advocacy for delivering strong, modern, and safe transportation networks.
I see him taking that leadership role he's had at AASHTO and bringing back what he's learned and just infusing it into Washington State DOT and making us an even better agency.
After Roger finishes his term at AASHTO, well, hopefully he's going to stick with us here at WashDOT for years to come. It has been fantastic having him as our steady leader throughout a lot of change and tough times, and we look forward to having him here in state.
To me, there are two paths. One is to try to continue his current work and seek new leadership opportunities. The other is to transition to a new generation of leaders that share his vision and passion, and then pursue personal opportunities, such as retirement travel and spoiling grandchildren when the opportunity arises. Keep up the good work, little brother. We're all proud of what you've achieved.
So major thanks to you, Roger, for leading us over the last year. I can't think of a more appropriate person, a better leader to have led us to this 2023 year. So, Mr. President, congratulations on a well-led AASHTO presidency.
We did start scuba diving in the last 5 years and backpacking, slowly climbing mountains. But professionally, I believe he's got a lot more in him to give to the profession of transportation and engineering. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what path he takes.
I would thank Roger for, I'd say, the advice, the leadership, the counsel that he's provided to ITS America and to really the whole transportation industry in maintaining a broad approach that really integrates different modes of transportation, not just cars, right? Not just vehicles, but how people move. And so I would thank him for being that voice. I wish him all the best. I'm sure that he will hopefully enjoy some time scuba diving and skiing when he gets to that point, and it'll be well deserved.
Roger Millar, Washington State DOT Secretary, AASHTO President 2022-2023.